Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Disco Elysium. We're still by ourselves, Kim is still taking the body away. As such, I think there's I ain't got shit. I don't know who said that. As such, there's a few things I want to do. Notably, there's a couple of people I need to talk to when I'm by myself. Classer being the first one. I want to see if I can get any more information about what happened to me, in my time of non-memory, if that makes any sense. Or in the time before I lost my memory, is probably a more accurate way of putting it. So... let's head up and talk to Classer, shall we? It's like 4 loading screens just to get to her, unfortunately. She's the hardest person to talk to in the game.
Officer, it's a fine day for questions.
Now that Kim's not here, let's talk about Sunday night.
Ah, yes. The night before I saw you in the hallway and reminded you you're a police officer.
It's one of the first things I remember doing in Elysium.
Wow. Elysium. You don't hear that term often.
Did you hear something Sunday night from my room?
There was the usual ruckus. Loud disco music.
Did I have any visitors?
I can't say. Probably not. Sounded like you were flying solo.
You mentioned loud disco music?
Oh, yes. Various artists. Ostentatious orchestrations prime among them.
Oh, that? Yeah. Whoa. The less said about OO, the better.
OO were huge where I come from. I was very young then, of course, like 7. Life gets hard, but we go on.
Then, doesn't life get hard because we go on?
Mostly just gets hard, doesn't it?
It would appear so. At around 2 o'clock, the disco stopped and there was a change of pace.
What happened?
A slow, sad song started playing, like organ music on repeat. That went on for quite a while. Some of that time you were yelling along to it.
What was it singing?
That it doesn't matter anymore and that we're alone now. It was difficult to tell. The song itself was very quiet and soft, but you sounded like a wounded boar, sir. It was hard to understand what you were singing on top of it.
No, I'm sorry.
Don't be. I was going out later anyway. It didn't bother me.
Then what happened?
Then you started screaming and trashed the place.
That is very me. What did I do?
A window was smashed. The tape player, probably. The song stopped. And furniture, too. A real destructathon. There was screaming. Then I think you passed out.
Was there anything else?
There was. I think you screamed that you didn't want to be this type of animal anymore. I may have misheard, but it was sort of memorable. I went out afterwards. Everything was quiet by then. Around 4 or 5. And that was it.
Thank you.
No problem, sir.
A nice room we've got here.
Yeah, it's pretty deluxe.
Where's that door lead to?
I have no idea, officer.
What are you doing here in the whirling in rags?
I'm wintering.
How long have you been wintering?
About 4 months. I came in November.
Why here?
Here in the Whirling, here in Martinez, or here in Revachol?
Here in the whirling.
Because it's the funkiest building in Martinez. And because all the other buildings are bombed to hell.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Watching herself reflected in the bedroom window, tall and sparkling and draped in smoke.
It's a bad check, but might as well take it.
She looks back. Time moves slowly. The triangles of her face rearranging into a weary smile. Don't worry. We will protect you from her beauty. We will consult you through the reefs and sounds of her persona. We will see through deceits. You are shielded. You are wise. You are advised. There are muscles on long white bones that line her limbs, just below the silver jumpsuit.
What is happening?
Nothing. Just time passing. Don't worry. Anything out of the ordinary and you would be notified. Air moves in your windpipe. Your heart beats. You're a detective. Get back to detecting.
Am I being beguiled?
She presses her elbows against her waist and slowly turns her head. Her hair brushes her shoulders, making a small hissing sound, almost imperceptible. The strange moment ends. It was brief, no longer than 2.2 seconds.
Interesting. Let's return to this later.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type.
Wait, there are copper types?
Yes. Guess what's yours?
Okay. Cool cop?
No, you're the sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Let's make it official then, shall we?
What are the other copper types?
Oh, you know. Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, liquid shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
I'm not sorry, I changed my mind.
No, you don't. Come on. You'll be back to saying sorry in 2 minutes.
Nope, I'm really not
Stop
sorry.
wasting time.
Fuck off.
Wow. Okay. Fuck off. Maybe we were wrong about you then. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint.
Where's it coming from?
From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights, and they solve shit.
Yep, that's me. Establishing my superstardom hard lately.
Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi. Badass on-the-edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights.
Wait, what's this about a ludicrous fantasy world?
Yeah, you know. Beneath it is just heartbreak. A pulmonary tract infection. Atherosclerotic disease. This is where you say action and reconceptualize all that. Reinvent it as the world's first celebrity police officer. This is the beginning of your legend.
Wave off the thought. See, I'm in two minds about this game, because sometimes I just want to do things because they look hilarious, but at the same time, I want to be a functional police officer so I can solve this case. Like, presumably the point of this game is to solve the case, right? So I feel like you win the game by solving the case. I don't want to make myself crazy, because doing so makes it harder to solve the case. It's an interesting dichotomy, I suppose. Alright, so... what else do we want to do now? I think I might want to fast travel at some point. Let's look through my journal, shall we? 9 PM tonight, we're going to talk to that guy. We can call Alice, but I don't have the car, so I can't. We can look for Morel, there's cryptozoologists. Well, the cryptozoologists. We were doing the job for the cryptozoologist's wife. So he's on the coast somewhere, so I can keep searching the coast, I guess. That's not a bad option, I suppose. So let's go to the map. Oh, I guess I can't fast travel inside the house. I assume that's what that is. Let's go outside and see if I can fast travel from there. I actually wonder whether being on the roof counts as being outside. It very well might. Alright, so let's zoom out a bit. Yep, there we go. As soon as we're outside, we can fast travel. Cool, so... things up here to search. Hello, you're the woman I was looking for before. What are these doing in the fish?
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands in the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip.
Anything I can help you with?
That depends. Where are we exactly?
A fishing village on the seashore. This place doesn't really have a name. It's sometimes called Elysium.
Yes, Elysium. Why?
The sign on the street leading here is illegible. Has been since they built this place.
Huh, fair enough. I have questions. The first is, what's your name?
The name is Lilienne. People call me Net Picker. I think I have time for questions. And that was actually the second one.
True.
Indeed, you're always confused as to your whereabouts. Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Here's a nice sword. Come with a story.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
Hold on, do you know how to use it?
Not really. I know some basic moves, and I know it sure as hell beats a knife when you're in a tough spot.
That's very true. It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Why do you need intimidation tactics?
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Fair enough. Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so effective?
What makes you think we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that.
Fair.
That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
Behold, point to the expression on your face. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
The traces of her laughter are still there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband now?
Gone.
Gone where?
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago. He didn't respect the sea. Went out there, drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day the boat was found floating empty. The bloated corpse turned up 2 weeks later.
It's unfortunate.
Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Time really is the best cure for sorrow, isn't it?
Us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on.
She might be telling herself that more than
Life didn't really
is true.
change that much for me and the kids.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her. She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
That's ridiculous. Is that your boat? Pointing to the overturned boat.
Sure is. The sun, I call her, coated with a fresh layer of tar just yesterday. It'll take some time for it to dry, assuming the sunny days continue.
What do you do around here? I kind of already know
Like
that.
I said, fish mostly. Sail the waves, take care of the kids, pick nets. Right now I'm tarring a little skiff.
Is that enough to make a living?
Sometimes I also walk to the beach to see what the sea has given up. The sea is full of surprises.
True.
Keep it professional, man. Don't make it sound like you're hitting on her.
What have you found?
Wood, pieces of glass. Every once in a while we see dead bodies. Human, animal, fish, other odd sea creatures. A mine washed ashore once.
Damn.
Bottles, drugs also. Lost cargo in general. Most of the time it's just wood and glass.
All right. Major choice moment. You only get to ask one thing. It would be weird to say them all. Choose wisely.
I don't really care about the human bodies, to be perfectly honest. I'm not here to solve any other murders. Well, this place looks bad. Why don't you leave?
And go where? The fish are plentiful here and we get enough orders to get by. It's not great, but it's something.
It's fair enough. I suppose if you've got the living made, it's hard to move with children, I suppose. I understand what you're saying. It could be worse elsewhere.
Exactly. I don't mean to complain about my sad, pauper life. We do manage all right. We're tough people here.
Idiot Doom Spiral over there needs his jacket. Have you seen it?
Remarkable. That one already lost everything else and now his jacket too. It's a good thing too that he has an actual police officer looking for it. Good old Doom Spiral. Upper management to the core.
That's odd. Is she actually impressed?
Just trying to help out a stranger in need.
How sweet of you. It really is. I check around the abandoned fish market on the boardwalk. Drunks are inexplicably drawn to markets. Might be why they have such trouble staying in business.
A phenomenon that the spectral hand theory of the market fails to account for.
If one of them lost something, that's as good a place to start looking as any.
I'm looking for someone. Maybe you can help.
Let's see. Who are you looking for?
I'm looking for a missing cryptozoologist.
I don't think I know what these are. Care to elaborate?
People who look for imaginary animals, effectively.
Aha! Like snowmen.
Snowmen, I haven't heard of those.
Two old guys have been wandering around here, nose in sand, talking nonsense about snowmen and the like.
The like?
Right. Not only snowmen, also green men, monkey men burning rhinos. You get the picture.
That'd be them, probably.
Oh, you're getting it. And it is gorgeous.
Where did they go?
I don't really know. Further down the peninsula, I guess. I mean, that's where they were heading. Who else are you looking for besides snowmen?
That's it, I'm not looking for anyone else right now.
Well, how can I assist you then, officer?
I'll be seeing you. She's a nice woman. Boots that give me +1 to my perception. What is my composure sitting at? I mean, it's not great. But now everything is... it's all pluses now, so that's a bonus, I guess. Some money. I just had like an epiphany. There it is. The planks creak beneath your weight. Slightly worrying. How does one get to this? Oh, you just see it. It's just an unmoored boat. Okay. Alright, so these guys headed north. I guess I can head north and find them. But we're going to do this next episode. Because we're sitting at 20 minutes. So, next episode, I'm going to continue exploring and seeing if I can find this cryptozoologist for his wife, because she's worried about him. And she's in a wheelchair, so she can't really go looking for him herself. But that's going to be it for this episode. So, if you liked the video, please leave a like. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. And as always, thank you for watching, and I shall see you next time. Bye, guys.